Hello and welcome to episode number 8 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR's channel. Now, I kind of went off camera, just like a little test to see if we are actually economically viable. We are not. And the reason is simple. Basically, we're gonna have to make some small adjustments. Having these kind of do, well, what should we say, bringing resources in is going to be difficult later down the line. And then what will happen is that they will bring in resources and we are not going to have enough throughput from these to actually sell the goods. So what are we going to do? We're going to be, because it's still not 1930 yet, right? We're going to be buying this here full of covered halls. Another thing we're gonna do, we're gonna be buying some more. Gonna be buying one more set of buses. Yeah, get those all the way up there, and we're just gonna be putting them on the line right away. So let's do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Okay. Then I think we'll just, for now, we're gonna turn off delivery here. And of course, we're gonna copy that to here. Another important thing that we're gonna have to do, and that is to set the minimum fertility to 100. We could set it over 100, but what this will mean is that when we have harvested this, the fertility is gonna drop down to 10%. So we're gonna have to build an additional field to basically, so when this field is kind of recovering, or furloughing, I think is the right word for it, we can have another field. So basically, if we build a field, I'm just gonna build a field somewhere else, like, I don't know, here, like so. So you start at 70%. Okay. Should we potentially regrow some grass here, just so? Yeah, let's also put down some trees here, just because. Maybe some of those. There we go. All right. Yeah, so we'll have one field producing and one field being furlough. Also, Kasky, he's kind of laying on my hands. I can barely move my mouse arm. Very, very frustrating, Kasky. But I guess you know that. That's probably why you're doing it. So we'll build a field right about here. Or do we want to... It would be very nice, Cat, if I could... give me 1 second. Kasky, you need to move, Ski. There we go. I need to utilize my hands. And now he's going to sit in front of the screen and block the entire vision of the game. Perfect, Kasky. Perfect. Alright, so let's turn off the snap to grid. So we basically line on that. So we're probably going to be placing you down here. Can we zoom down just a little bit? Have you come down here. Are we aligned, by the way? Yes. So that should be good enough. Oh. Kind of misclicked just a little bit. Can we get you to here and then in here? And then you should be 4.81 and you should be 41 point. Yeah. So you are 53, so this fertility will go up gradually. We're gonna have to... Yeah, we did that. Another thing we're gonna do... We're gonna consume a lot of grain. A lot of grain. So what I think we'll do, I think we'll reduce the amount of people we send to the food factory. And I think... What are we doing here, by the way? Let's have a look. We need to look at the wear and tear, the entire map. And yeah, we're doing fine. Everybody is up and running. I think we'll drop that down to 5 workers. All right. Then we also have another issue here. We could probably leave the game. And let's get the passenger route here. Because we have so many people now that I think we're going to be also sending the smart skis out over here. I do believe that the smart ski building here, yeah, this is full. Speaking of being full, how are we doing with free space? Yeah, we have around 100. And I also do believe that we're going to be bringing more people into this area. We'll bring it all the way up to 22. That should be good, right? So I also wonder if we would like to cap this. Let's cap this to 15. So our main industry is going to be clothing. Yeah, clothing is going to be our main industry. Let's also have a look and see how this pans out. Now that we added in 4 more vehicles to the area, why are we having so few workers here? Well, hopefully there will be more eventually. Seems like they're bringing more people in now, which is nice. Yeah, this seems nice. And yeah, 19 workers here, and we have 12 workers here. Did we not set food industry to low? And yeah. So basically why we want this is the food industry is going to consume a lot of grain. We don't have a lot of throughput. So we're basically going to use as little grain as possible. So let's speed up the game to about January. I think that could be a good idea. I'm just trying to think if we would like to start working on building these roads here. There is another thing that we kind of would like to think about, and that is we are approaching 1930, and that is the cutoff point where we are allowed to buy any more horses or vehicles, except for the train, the track layer. So how do we want to deal with this? We could definitely have... You know what? We could actually... Yeah, we could actually build both the horse and the carpenter workshop down here to make the wagons. And we learned last time that we didn't need very many people, or very many people working in that. Just how do we want to do that? It's a good question. Can you actually reach this? Yeah. Let's just keep speeding up the game, and how costly is it? 7 tons of steel and a whole lot of bricks. Speaking of bricks, we could also have made bricks, because they did add in that tiny little brick thing, but I don't know. So let's go in and have a look at the prices here. So to make bricks, where are you? Here, right? Construction materials, cement, concrete, and bricks. So 1.5 no, sorry, 1 ton is going to yield 1.5 ton bricks. Okay, so if we look at one... Let's see here. Where is coal? Coal. So 7.7, 7.8 is gonna be converted into bricks, which we could sell for 10. So 15. But I also do think that is... I do think that is going to not be very profitable. I mean, it's a rather cheap industry, and it actually isn't super polluting either. So if we take... That was the asphalt plant. If we take this guy here, so that is 6 tons. We'll say 35 times 6. That's 210 in pollution. But then we also have these, and everything adds up. So we have... But how much does it kind of add up? That is the question, right? So I was kind of thinking we could potentially put like a brick industry down here. And we don't need to have it running full throttle. So basically we spent 8 rubles to earn... Oh man, that means we're gonna have... No, I think we're gonna do the stud farm and the carpenter workshop first. Now we ideally would like to have it here. I think. Should we plan that? Let's do it. Let's do it. Just jump into it. We have 30,000. I think we should be able to afford it. Actually, let's see how much money we earned last month. -6 rubles. Oh, I know why. All right. Here we're gonna unload clothing and food, and then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna be picking up clothing and food. Now, how much food do we want to have stored in our warehouse? 10%. That means we're gonna have 18 tons of food and 9 tons of 20. That is gonna be 18. I think we'll set it to 10% for now. Yeah, let's do that. And now we should see some of our wagons kind of go in and buy something at least, or sell something. Let's see, where did he go? Yeah, that's 668. Another thing we could look at, and that is... Let's look at last month and our production. How much did we produce? We produced 5 and 15 tons of food. And our citizens consumed 0.2. But we didn't have very many people working here, did we? I don't think we did. Time can elapse a little bit while we plan out our thingamajiggy here. let's see here. So we kind of would like to have the stud farm. Oh yeah, that's right. You need a little bit of everything. Could we just, you know, plop you here? So let's say we pop you in just a little pixel to here. Oh, that is not going to work. Also, cat is back. It's going to make this a little bit more annoying. We're probably going to need to align with that thing here. And let's see here. There. Just so we can... Of course, there was no good snapping point there. So we're gonna have to wait until... Okay. So we would like you to snap into here, and then we'll have a nice snapping point in here. We're also going to be setting this to 0. We don't want to have the workers start going in here and building. I mean, there's like room for 178 of them. And we rather would like to have them working on other, more important things. And then we'll just drag a road down here. Now, these only require grain to make horses. And then, do we want to have... I'm trying to think. Do we want to have a... Let's see, we're not building it. No. Do we want to have one of these situated in between? I think we do. It's almost perfect. Get you in as close as we can. Oh, stupid cat, stop. Okay. And then we could have a... carpenter's workshop. If we connect it in here. I'm not 100% convinced. How about just bringing it down here? Bring it up as far as we can. Actually, is that a dumb idea? Kind of. We'll just move this out a little bit. So they will send the horses into this storage bin, and then the storage bin will pull from here. Which means we're gonna have a weird point here. Get a little bit closer. So something like that. Then you come in here. And then you continue out here. Man, for some reason I'm coughing a lot today. I blame the cat. Gee, don't look at me like that. Basically, I think he's shedding a little bit as the weather is getting a little bit warmer. So, could we go in a little bit closer? I just want to save as much materials as possible. And then, you know what? We could theoretically... go like that. Like that. I don't know if we want to have anything more down that route, but look at this. We have a potential for a circle here. Like so. And can we... This is going to be problematic, isn't it? And then bring you out to about here. Are we going to be able to reach both of them? Yes, we are. Another thing we need here, we do need to have a little bit of a garbage bin. Okay, and we'll just place it down here. It should reach both of them, right? Sure, alright. So, that is everything planned for the stud farm. What we could also have done... I mean... Let's see, we are almost in the end of the month. I mean, we could theoretically have... 32,000. We are kind of in the first time ever seeing green numbers, which is actually a good thing. Another thing we should check here, and that is, are we using everything here? No, we are hardly using anything at the moment. I think we're gonna need to add a couple more percentage points to the heating plant. Both of them. And then we'll... Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Yeah. That is going to be interesting. But how come we are having all the vehicles coming in at once? Do we have some sort of traffic issue here, maybe? We could do this as well. Set up this for when we get to the point where we're gonna be... So it's gonna be like that. No, like that. And here it's gonna be 1 and 4. Here is gonna be 5 and... Ooh, 5 and 1. Right. 5 and 1. Yep. Here's gonna be 3 and 4. So, just so when they're in the roundabout, they can go to wherever they need to go. This is going to be... Oh, what is this? 2 and 3. this is going to be... Okay, did we go all the way around now? I think so. Because eventually we're going to be removing this road here, right? We also probably should do the same thing here. This is going to be, what, 2 and 1. That is going to be 1 and 4. Sorry, 1 and 2. Did I? And this is going to be 3 and 2. It's going to be 2 and 1. Oh, it just worked. Huh. This is going to be 3 and 2. This is going to be 1 and 3. And I'm really having like a frog in my throat. Isn't that how they say it? There we go. Oh, an epidemic. Perfect. And like so. 1 and 3. And here is 1 and 4. Oh, sorry, 1 and 4. And this we don't need to think about. And it's mainly so we don't need to, we don't kind of get, what should we say, like a clog here, traffic clog. Because, you know, there is a potential that we send, like, all of these and all of those at the same time, and that is definitely going to cause some minor traffic issues. Another thing we could have done, we could have built this offshoot here, so everything doesn't go down here. Well, let's see here. How... Oh, we should also do that. And we'll do that. Basically, we don't want to have these guys working down here. Did we tell them to build that? No, we did not. So now it's just... full throttle. Hope for the best. We should also see how much we actually made last. And look at that. 2 months in a row with a green number. Overall production last month 15 and 7. And we consumed 7. And yeah, we're definitely doing all right with regards to feeding our people with our own homemade bread. Kohlflab? I don't know. Whatever you like to call it. Brød, we say in Norway. By the way, what is bread in your language? I like languages. Well, we're definitely not going to have red numbers these months here as we are building the stud farm and the carpenter's shop. So, right off the bat, I think we'll buy 2, maybe 3 blueprints. We're going to be buying the one that could actually sell the wagons, the open haul one, horse-drawn. Where was it? this guy. And we definitely want to have the fire wagons so that we could potentially get more fire stations. Because, you know, one bad earthquake and we're gone. We've had several small ones, which kind of have been a little bit annoying. Let's see, how are we doing? Fertility is at 100. Oh, we should have waited with placing down this. I think March. We'll see. If the fertility goes up to 100, you know what we could do? This is 150. We could just do this for now. Just so they don't start working on this field. I kind of would like to have them alternate from year to year so that the fertility can actually grow. And I do think they should be able to get to at least 100% with 1 year furlough. I guess we'll see. We are in April, March. Maybe we could just have it be 100%. You know, we're definitely gonna forget if nothing. If not, right? Another thing we could have done. Do we have any? We have like one free spot here. I don't know if they will use the liquid fertilizer in this farm here. Well, it's only one way to figure that one out. Let's purchase another horse-drawn oil tanker. Yep. We'll get you. And we'll... You know what? I think we'll just set it up as a manual route at the moment. Tell you to live here. Wait, did I not set these guys to start? Huh. Alright, so you going to go down here, load up that, then go and offload that. Is this going to be expensive, by the way? Liquid fertilizer. Oh, it's actually a little bit expensive. Where are you? I'm gonna go and get some fuel first. That is allowed. Now, where are you getting that fuel? All the way up here. How much is that going to cost? 31 rubles. Ooh, I don't actually know if that is actually worth it. And I'm also not 100% convinced that the horse thing here would actually use that. But I guess we'll try. Worst case scenario, we could set him to do something else. What is the oil prices here? Because I remember there was some oil... Ooh. Did we build the fields over the oil? not quite. What was it? 97%? I saw here. Well, it's definitely a good oil field. So we could get a little bit of oil out of that. But it does not quite seem like we are using it. But they might have like, they might need like a certain amount before they use it. Okay. Okay, so 95%. That means that they're not going to be using this, right? And we're probably also going to have to tell them to go and do other buildings. So let's see how quickly this goes. So we don't have any workers yet. There we go. We started to have your 6 workers. 20 workers. Yeah, so the workers are doing it from top here. I think we'll set this up to a higher percentage this year. Let's do 130. Yeah, so the workers are actually quicker than the plow at the moment. So that means we're going to have a little gap in the production here. Okay. And for some reason... Oh, look at that. They are actually using the nutrient level. Oh my. Okay. So that can go up to... I thought like 150 was the max. Yeah, I think that was all we got. Now, have we made a dum-dum by adding in fertilizer? I kind of think we have. I think we'll park this vehicle again. Sorry, thank you for your service. You can live here for the rest of your life. So basically that will just counteract the system that we have set up here now. But we are going to get more crops on that one farm here. How are things here coming along? They are kind of coming along. I mean, we are... Yeah, we kind of also should have started to build another... Yeah, let's build another thing as well here. 40, so that means we have room for 40 more people. Also, what are we doing for research? I think that is fine. This also looks like it is fine. Kinda. Maybe. Yeah, kinda maybe. But yeah, building a brick factory, wasn't that what we also talked about? Lots of workers we're gonna need. And I kind of feel like if we diversify too much, we're gonna stretch us out too thin. But we're gonna need like, what, 2 workers here and maybe 5 workers here if we set it up to sell the wagons that we make here. Another thing we should check. We are 1927. When is... So we're also going to need to start thinking about trains, right? And we are only allowed to use coal trains, which means we're going to have trains and track builders. So 1950. What kind of track layer do we have here? The disassembled one. Oh, it says here it's to 1958. So we have to 1958 to get our shit together and build train, which means we're gonna have to build another university as well. A technical university. Can we fit the technical university in one of these squares here? Universities. Technical. And we had the tiny one. Oh yeah. We could definitely fit that in here if we want to. Gonna have some black lung situation, the students in the technical university, but that's okay. I mean, they're not going to spend the entire day there, hopefully. But we're definitely going to need to have technical university, so we can start dealing with when are we almost... I mean, we're still making money. 117 fertility. That is probably more than we are able to... Oh, there we go. Research is done. It's probably more than we are able to pick up with our thing. Let's do industry prevention. We probably don't need more than 3 down there. And our town is still fully operational, I hope. Could potentially have gotten some more firefighters. We'll think about that next time a fire erupts. But let's see here. What is your 120? And we are doing quite well. So basically, how I looked at it, if there is, like, all of these were gone, we might have some issues. Same here, if all of these were gone, we might have some issues, but it seems like we're doing fine. And we're also keeping up with everything, which is fantastic. Here as well, well, it's, middle of the summer, we're probably not burning too much coal. You should be closed now, no? See, what's the temperature? 25. Yeah, now it should be closed. Yeah, close to bad weather. That's fine. Perfect, perfect. So, what we could have done, we could have set up, like, the technical university here. We're also going to have to make sure that we actually have money for all this. And maybe some sort of... I don't know. I'm just trying to... Attraction. There we go. Some sort of attraction. Like, for example... museum, for example. Yeah, if we have that one here and the other one here, that should be fine, right? Right, we're dropping below 130, and is this one done? Yes, it is. Let's set that to 0 for now, and we want to buy. Oh gosh, which one was it? I think, can we sort by value? Yeah, I think this one is the highest value. So we'll buy that one for selling. And we definitely would like to buy the fire truck. As you know, we might need more fire coverage eventually. And then this one. We would like to stop you after you've produced the first wagon. Let's start with adding in 5 workers here. You're also gonna need some of that. We'll just set 20%. We could also copy that over to the other one, and then you can go in here, and you're gonna be delivering those two. Set that to 20% as well. Okay, I think we actually are doing quite okay with regards to money. See, last month, yeah, we made 5,000 last month, 4,000 in clothing, 600 via food, 22 via water. So basically that goes up in the waste. And then we also had 82 from sewage. So, you know, we're spending more than we are earning at the moment, but I think that is just the way the cookie's gonna crumble. Can we could also do that. The thing is here. Oh, we're already making one of them. Good, 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 good. All right. So we'll make that one. Oh, there we go. And then we'll just make a continuations of these. And we'll sell them for now. And we'll add in a depot. We'll borrow that depot. Like so. Actually, we are gonna need a couple of let's bring this to 30. Wait, actually was meant to be. So we get a little bit of a higher throughput of workers. We also are... Oh, we're almost done. And we're only in August. How many workers do we have here now? 20? So let's look at the fertility. It goes from... I thought we would have had more. Let's do that. And we'll see how much we get. Yeah, we set that to 10 and 15. There should still have some workers in here, right? Yeah, look at that. This is just super quick. It's not automatic though, but it's quick. We kind of would like to see when this is done. Just how much the fertility goes down to. I think it will go down to like 10 or 20%. Not 100% sure since we did add in fertility here. September. 12th of September. Yeah, the fertility dropped to... There we go, we got everything. Yeah, if we have 2 farms that goes off at the same time, let's set you to 100. So now 1 year next year we'll do this one, and then the year after that we'll do that one. I think that is going to be the way it comes out. Let's also check and see how much crops we actually managed to produce. This year we produced almost 100. Which is nice. That is 100 tons of grain we don't have to buy. Then we also need to buy a blueprint for the horses here. That's why we didn't have that many. Let's put in like, I don't know, 5. And we'll buy a blueprint. I kind of wonder if we should do the dark brown horse. Because that is kind of what we get from here, right? So... Could also do the white horse. So basically what I'm looking at is the maximum speed and the engine power. So the higher the engine power, the black horse is actually the best one. But it does... So, if you look at here, so engine power, usually, let's go with the best one. Yeah, you're just going to be making these until the cow comes home. You're going to be delivering only 10% in here. And then copy that over to that one, and then we're probably going to see all of them. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's set it up to 20% then. Another thing we should do... So we are loading up here until we have 40%. So if we go here and tell them to load here, if there is more than 50%, basically means we can utilize some of the crops here for fuel that we are producing. I think we'll do that. I think that is a good idea. So they will try and stack it up to 40%. If there is more than 60% here, they can utilize the crops that is here, which is probably just going to happen once or twice a year. Maybe just once a year. So we are going to have to build... I kind of feel like everything is... still using quite a bit of money here, which I'm a little bit worried about. But it's for the good cause, right? We are almost full here, so we need to expand our population. Are we also doing that? How many horses do we have? 0. That is our first horse. We're gonna need 6 of them, aren't we? Yep. We need 6 of them. It's gonna take a while before we get our first thing to go. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about, I think these, because there's only room for 16 here. Yeah, there's room for 24. I think they will not move the horses into this pasture here until this is full. So we might have to manually move the horses. Not 100% sure. Horse number 2. And let's continue having a look at last month's production. 3 point... Well, that's not much. 7.6. That's also not very much. But it was in a year, or in a month where we were harvesting. Citizen consumption 8. Ooh. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get rid of some of these. Are there any important things here? Nah, it's fine. So we're down to 19,000. This is kind of cause for concern, I think. And this is also cause for concern, I think. Why do we have so few people in here? Is it because they're all stuck in traffic? Or is it because we're trying to fill up goods in here? And that is probably the case. Right, are we halfway there? I'm trying to think here. So, what is the maximum speed of you? Maximum speed, does it say here? This is current speed. Maximum speed 20. So we probably don't need more than 24 would have been nice. So how much does... six horses go? I don't... quite sure if it actually does affect the speed at all. But we should definitely have had more than 20 workers here. I don't think we need more than 2 workers here. Because we are not getting in enough grain here. I think we could set down to maximum 2 workers here as well. I think it's better to have them producing clothing. And how is this building coming along? Yeah, good. We only have the expensive parts left. Or are they all on their way? They're all on their way. Good. So now it's just workers. This should be quick. And yeah, look at that. Now we have 60 workers. That's good. That is good. We have 60 workers there. And how much do we have in the bread factory? Or the food factory? Yeah, this is good. This is excellent. We need to keep you up until we get a dude to move in here so we can tell them where to go. Because, you know, a little bit of a control freak. Are we not getting any people to move in there? How many horses do we have? We have 5. Would like to have the 6th one. whenever you're ready. Yeah, I think our next project should be to start upgrading or building these roads here. I think maybe that would be a smart move. Will definitely ease traffic. So when they go down here, they don't have to go up here and make a traffic jam up here. If that makes sense. Another thing we could do, we could start building this. That should also help a little bit, I would imagine. Because then they don't go into this junction here. We have enough money for it. Well, that remains to be seen. Alright, how are we doing? 5. Still waiting for... Wait, 10%? That is only 4 tons. What's the maximum? 48. Yeah, let's bump this up to at least 50. Oh, they're all out. That's no good. Alright, I just want to... I know we're kind of a little bit over time, but I kind of just want... There we go. So, can we now do this? Okay, we can't do that, so we're going to have to move them manually. So you go out here. Oh my god. Are you for real? Well, there's the freaking cavalry for you. Yeah, just... Come on. Get him in there. Okay. Now we should be able to get you to live here. And then we're going to tell you to go here. Load up. I think we'll... Yeah, just load up everything and then send it down here and offload it. And I think that is going to be our thumbnail. Oh, there we go. We also had some people moving in here. You're going to go down here. If you can't find any spots down here, you're going to be going in and try and find something else to do. You were supposed to be our thumbnail for today. I kind of would like to have you have one of these on top of you, and then let's see how close we can get. Is that the best we can do? I think that is the best we can do. So yeah, that means we have another source of income. I do also see we're going to have to fix the trash can. Let's do that real quick. There's another trash can right over here. There. Alright. Alright, so there is our thumbnail. So yeah, I think that is it for today. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button. There should also be a subscribe button in the comment section. All the good stuff you can find underneath the video. And all the interactions, they go far, helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care and keep smiling.